Hello, City of Alamo Heights. We are going to go through the 2024 benefit offering. My name is Ben Hallback. I'm with Catto&Catto, or Hub, and I think I'm a familiar face around town by now. We are going to move pretty briskly through all of this. It's insurance. I know you probably weren't thinking when you woke up this morning, gosh, I'd really like to go to a webinar on insurance, but yet here you are making a very strong and positive adulting decision. Congratulations on that. Big picture, little picture. This year, all of our carriers stayed the same. So we made no changes in carrier or in the actual benefit inside of that carrier. The medical pricing got a little better for you. We had a great year last year, chose to renew with the same carrier. And dental vision, the biggest impact there was just on dental. We are using our teeth. And so all in all, a really, really good series of proposals and RFPs for the city of Alamo Heights. Just like we do every year, we're going to go online. Let's see, that page is blank. employeenavigator.com. That's not a new thing. We've done that before. So these are some screenshots of what you will see when you go. If you haven't been in before, you'll register as a new user, and COA is the company identifier. You'll click next, put in your information that you know, it's demographic information, and then you'll start choosing your plans. You'll say your yeses and nos to anything you want or you don't want. This is a helpful overview of who is paying for what in terms of all of these different products, that we're going to review today. One housekeeping item, it's open enrollment for 2024. This starts in January. You can't change your election that you make during open enrollment unless you have one of these qualifying life events. Marriage, divorce, birth of a baby, change in job status, things like that. Those are the reasons the IRS says you can change it in the middle of the year. Blue Cross Blue Shield, still our carrier. The network is the Blue Choice, preventative services, childhood immunizations, wellness exams, all covered 100%. When you go to the doctor, you pay the discounted rate for staying in network. That's the same. When you call MD Live, $44. That's pretty sweet. I just used that on mine a couple of weeks ago. And your deductible on an individual basis is $5,000. That didn't change. Now, you do have, here are the costs. They either stayed the same or got better. How about that? That's pretty cool. But you've still got that HSA plan. But look here, the city puts in $1,250 into your HSA account in January. That is absolutely phenomenal. You can put in extra of your money into your bank account. The bank account is at Optum. That's the name of the bank where the money is. And it's like a medical 401k. If you don't use the money, it's there. Another real generous benefit feature of the plan is you get reimbursed if your expenses exceed certain thresholds. So you can get reimbursed up to $2,000 of that deductible. So the Blue Cross deductible is $5,000, but once you hit $3,000 in the deductible, you get reimbursed the next two. $3,000 plus $2,000 is $5,000. Or if you've got kiddos, congratulations. You can have some more reimbursement, but they are expensive. They can be expensive, these children. Mine are too. So we still have the same Blue Cross Blue Shield HSA plan. That HSA bank account is still there, and the HRA, the reimbursement account, is still there. This is the Blue Cross Blue Shield website. They call it Blue Access for Members, or BAM, because insurance people love acronyms. They've got an app. If you haven't downloaded it, go to your phone, download it. You need another app. This is the Optum Bank. That's where the money is. So you always want to know where the money is. It's at Optum Bank. Now, the administrator who validates the transactions that they're eligible is called Proficient. You can do that on your phone or on the computer. Pretty user-friendly. That didn't change over last year either. So Optum's the bank, and when you are submitting documents, then it goes through Proficient for anything HSA or HRA related. Y'all know this. This is my public service announcement. Those freestanding ERs carry the same bill as a hospital room ER. So unless it's life or limb threatening, you'd have more fun lighting your money on fire than going to a freestanding emergency room when you didn't need to. Dental is with MetLife. We still have our two plan design options. The HMO is less expensive. If you're an employee, it's no cost either way, but it is less expensive on the DHMO than it is on the PPO. Now, why would that be? The DHMO has a fee schedule, like cavities are in the C, bridges are in the B's, things like that. DHMO is good for somebody who wants the cheapest cost and who's carrying some family members. And you have to pick a dentist at the time you enroll. So that's probably the biggest limitation, I think, is you have to pick a dentist, and they're usually like your Horizon Dental, Castle Dental, Aspen Dental. It just means that you don't have a preference for the same person touching your teeth every single time. If that doesn't work for you, you still have the PPO, $5,000 per covered mouth per year. Yes, you do get ortho in there at $1,000. You can use your HSA if you've got kiddos in ortho. This is a very big benefit. Most of the time we see $1,000 benefits per mouth per year. This is a $5,000 plan, and it is very, very well priced. And so anything that's going on in your mouth, you have $5,000 of Met's money to apply to services that are covered throughout the year. They've got an app. Snoopy loves apps too. And we've got our vision plan, which did not change either. Costs are here at the bottom. And you'll pay a $10 copay. The network is called Davis Vision. That's the only kind of squirrely thing about vision. You've got a carrier and then you've got a network. And sometimes those two things can get confusing, particularly on vision. So the name of the network is Davis Vision. The carrier is MetLife. And you'll either do frames and lenses or contacts. You can't get both covered by insurance at the same time. So they'll give you an allowance, $130 for frames, and you'll get 20% off over that. The lenses that go inside the frames, $10 unless you're really, really blind like me. Or you can get contacts for $130, and then you get 15% off over that. Vision plans are kind of like little prepay plans. You prepay a little out of your paycheck so that when you use it, you've got a stipend and a discount that they apply towards services. That's how I see it. Also have life insurance through MetLife. Everybody gets 1 times your annual salary up to $150,000. That's for free. When you go into Employee Navigator, it will politely annoy you who is your beneficiary. That's where the proceeds of the life insurance go if you are no longer using it. We still have our long-term disability insurance that you're eligible for if you've been with the city over a year. It is insurance on your paycheck, 60% of your pre-disability earnings up to $5,000 a month. And it goes for a much longer period of time. It goes to your Social Security normal retirement age, which is usually 67, 68. It's dependent upon birthday. But this is super generous that the city provides for everybody. And it definitely takes the risk of if you were sick or hurt, couldn't come back to work for a long period of time. After 90 days, you have insurance on your paycheck that if you couldn't come back to work at all and earn a paycheck, it's actually a portion of it is insured in a policy. Grief counseling, free to you. Best thing here is like it's good telephonic like referral services and counseling. How about that? Yes, you too can go get yourself fixed. You just gotta go here, and you can go 5 counseling sessions to get some help working through life's issues that are not insurance related. We've got voluntary life, same here. It's with Met. It's way easier to look at on Employee Navigator, though, honestly. If you're a brand new employee, you get $100,000, no questions asked. If you are a returning employee, you will generally have to apply for more coverage. You can apply for $500,000 or 5 times your annual salary. So if I made $10,000, I would be able to apply for $50,000. But if this was not my first time doing this drill, then I would have to apply for it. If it was my first time doing this drill, I could apply for up to 100,000 and it's automatically underwritten. But you got to be a new hire to get that. And so you'll move a button on Employee Navigator and go, is this amount of life insurance worthwhile to me? Is it valuable? And are there forms that I'm required to sign? The system will flag you down when you go through it. Got voluntary accidental death and dismemberment. This, if you, like most people would see value here for a tiny bit of money, doubles the payment if you are, it's usually like if you're injured in a car wreck or something like that. So it's not much premium for accidental death and dismemberment. Voluntary short-term disability. Okay, so you'll have to fill out some paperwork for this. That's pretty standard. It's with MetLife. So this, if you have long-term disability paid for by the city, this one would be on your dime. And you would do this because you're going, if I get sick or hurt and I don't have enough PTO to last me forever, this short-term disability kicks in after 2 weeks, kicks in on the 15th day, and insures 60% of my paycheck up to $750 a week. So, and it'll do that for 11 weeks. So, you would be transferring the risk of getting sick or hurt after 2 weeks in an insurance policy. That's what short-term disability is for. And the rate tables are here, but you'll be able to move a button on Employee Navigator to determine whether the cost, brings value to you. Got voluntary basic dependent life. Okay, these are a lot of adjectives here. So voluntary means you pay for it. Basic just means a flat amount. Dependent means it's for one of your people, not on you. And so you can get 10 grand for your spouse. You can get these amounts, birth to 6 months, $100, 6 months to 26, 5,000. So 10 grand on your spouse, a max of 5,000 on kiddo. And cost is here. You'll be able to see it on Employee Navigator as well. A couple of policies that you can choose from if you find value in them. These ones I'm going to high level right here. There are a couple pages. This has not changed over last year. It's with Colonial Life, and Colonial will send money to your mailbox for an accident. It depends on the severity. If you break your leg in 4 places, it's going to be more than if you break your finger in 1 place. So it's a defined benefit that's set out in the policy. That's what some of the information in here reviews. And so they'll send money to your mailbox that you can use to buy groceries, or you can use to pay doctors, whatever you want to do. Critical illness is generally folks gravitate towards that for like family history based upon cancer, heart attack, stroke, something like that. And those are lump sum amounts that are sent to your mailbox that you choose ahead of time if, God forbid, that diagnosis should befall you. So that's what these plans do. MASA is only for ambulance and life flight. It doesn't do anything else but take the risk of a bill if you are in an ambulance or a life flight off the table. It's a voluntary benefit, meaning choose it if you want to, don't if you don't. Most of the folks who gravitate towards this one, they have been in an ambulance and gone, gosh, I really would have liked to have gotten out of that bill because insurance paid that and the rest of it was that, and I owed a big old bill. So that's what MASA does. It takes the risk of ambulance or life flight off of the table. Travel Assist, free to you. Gold Star, if you remember, this is here. If you're traveling more than 100 miles away and you lose, but the best story is had a customer who lived in Texas, went to Florida, lost their wallet. So you can't get on an airplane and come back without a driver's license. They actually called this Travel Assist program. And there was a person who helped them get a temporary license, get them all set up to get back on the plane and come back to Texas. So that's but you're probably not going to remember it's there, but it is. This is Colonial Life information. All the rates are easier to view online. This is just the printed section. That's the critical care, that critical illness policy. Some more information on the accident. And then here you can kind of see what the defined benefit amounts are for different things. So check that out. Costs are there, also online. little more information here on that critical illness. These are the different maladies that could be covered or different events. Obviously, none of it is something that you want to happen. And if you have any more questions on those, like, hey, I've had, fill in the blank before, could I still be eligible for this policy? Just call us and we'll right size it for you. Oh, this is a health screening benefit. It's free under Blue Cross, and you can get paid $50 just for getting something from free from Blue Cross. So that's pretty cool. This is MASA. That's the ambulance and life flight plan. Let us know if you have any more questions. On these videos, I keep it real quick and fairly broad just for attention span, because it's insurance and Lord knows you don't want to sit here for too much longer. This is the travel assist. That's the one you might forget, but in case you don't forget, it is there. That's through MetLife. And honestly, y'all, the rest of this stuff is great late night reading material. We are not going to cover today just for the sake of time. I'm going to end on this page. Rosie in our office is the City of Alamo Heights dedicated account manager. Claim question, access to care. I want to know if XYZ doctor is in the network, or I'm having trouble getting a prescription that my doctor said I needed. Those are great customer service questions that come to us all throughout the year. We back up the team there at the City of Alamo Heights, and I think we will end there. Let Brenda or any of us know if you have any more questions. Thank you very much. Have a great day.